So, what if your social media profile wasn't just a profile? What if it was actually a valuable piece of property? Well, in this explainer, we're going to look at your online presence through a completely different lens, like a wealth strategist. And we'll explore how you can build your very own digital real estate. For decades, if you wanted to start a business, it meant high costs and huge risks, right? You had to lease a shop, buy a ton of inventory, and then just cross your fingers and hope customers actually walk through the door. But today, the game has completely changed. A social media page costs next to nothing to start, and yet it gives you a global audience from day one. We're talking about a high-value, super low-cost asset that has totally redefined what's even possible. And that brings us to the first big idea here. It's all about viewing your online presence as a high-value digital asset. Seriously, this requires a fundamental shift in how you think about it. We've got to move beyond seeing our profiles as just, a place for updates and selfies. We need to start recognizing them for what they can truly be, valuable pieces of digital property. Okay, so what exactly is digital real estate? Let's break it down. It's any online presence, like a social media page, that you intentionally, and that's the key word, intentionally, develop into an asset that generates revenue and that you control. And let's be super clear here. This is not about getting likes or followers. It's about building real, tangible value that you own. All right. Now, just like in the real world, every great real estate portfolio starts with one thing, a smart purchase. You've got to pick the right location. And in the digital world, that means choosing the right plot of land before you even think about building. This is, without a doubt, the absolute foundation of your digital wealth. So what is this plot of land? Well, it's your niche. A niche is just a fancy word for a focused, specialized corner of the market. See, instead of trying to be everything to everyone, you target a very specific group with a very specific interest or problem. Don't just do cooking. Do vegan baking for beginners. See the difference? That's your prime real estate. Let's really hammer this home. Choosing your niche is like buying that perfect plot of land in a prime location. It's the spot where you're going to build your storefront and attract your absolute ideal customers. And trust me, getting a great location, a strong, clear niche, makes every single step that comes after this so much easier. Okay, so you bought your land. Awesome. But an empty plot of land doesn't generate wealth by itself, does it? Nope. You need to develop it. You need to build something on it. So how does this digital property actually start to pay you? Well, in our world, that income comes from what we're going to call the rent. And that rent comes from your digital products. Let's walk through the process. It's actually pretty simple when you see it laid out like this. Step 1, you choose your land. That's your niche. Step 2, you build your storefront. That's your high-value, super engaging social media profile. And step 3, you offer products that your audience can buy. That's the rent they pay you, and that generates your income. See? It's a clear, straightforward path. But what does this rent actually look like? What are we talking about here? Well, it's all about digital products. Things like a paid newsletter that's packed with expert insights, or maybe a downloadable ebook that solves one specific nagging problem for your audience. Or you could create an online course that teaches a really valuable skill. And here's the magic part. You create these things once, and they can keep generating revenue for you over and over again. And look, the potential here it's pretty significant. As you build up your digital property, brick by brick, providing more and more value, attracting just the right people, generating a really substantial monthly income becomes completely realistic. But I have to be clear about this. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Not at all. It's about a systematic, long-term process of building a genuinely valuable asset. Okay, now we have to talk about something really important, a critical warning. Because just like in the real world, there is a huge difference between renting your land and actually owning it. And getting this part wrong, it is the single biggest mistake you can possibly make. It can literally cause your entire digital empire to come crashing down around you, so listen up. Here it is. This is probably the most crucial point of this whole thing. Your social media followers are on rented land. You don't own it. The platform owns the algorithm, they own the connection to your audience, they can change the rules literally overnight and poof, wipe out your business. This is where so many creators mess up. Your ultimate goal, your number one priority, has to be moving your audience from that rented space to land you truly own, like your own email list or your own website. Why? Because that's a direct connection that nobody can ever take away from you. Okay, let's bring this all home. Let's put it all together. Here is your complete construction plan, your blueprint for building your own digital real estate. It really boils down to 4 simple but really powerful steps. Number 1, buy your land. That means choosing a specific, profitable niche. Number 2, build your storefront. Create a profile that just screams value. Number 3, collect the rent by selling awesome digital products like guides and courses. And number 4, and this is the big one, own the deed. Get your followers off social media and onto a platform you control, like an email list. That is the path to creating a sustainable, long-term digital asset. Look, this isn't just some abstract theory. It's a real, tangible strategy for building wealth in this digital age we live in. The digital land is out there. The barrier to entry has never been lower, and it's just waiting. It's waiting for you. So really, the only question left to ask is, what are you going to build first?